Good afternoon to everyone. Today I am talk about the circular economy which we follow in Saint-Gobain. We are the big construction company in basics, and we have a lot of engineering products which supports on the global markets. Basically the topic which I am talk about is the cullet integration in the float glass manufacturing. In a couple of minutes I will talk what is cullet, but we are going to talk about the float manufacturing, how we have utilized the circular economy in the better way. So the content will be like we talk something about Saint-Gobain, and we talk about circular economy, life cycle of float glasses, and various initiatives how we are handling in India, and what is the way forward towards this circular economy. So as I state that Saint-Gobain is a global player. It is almost we are in 360 years now. We have 75 countries. We have 8 R&D centers. Basically one center which is located in the same here, which I belongs to her. My colleagues also there in the forum. And we have around 900 manufacturing units. So we are many global leaders in many businesses, and we have been the European leaders for some other businesses. So on Indian part, we have been known as a brandly as a Saint-Gobain, but we have other brands, other faces, where we are well known to that. Basically Norton, which works on the abrasives and high performance ceramics. Securets is automobile glasses. Weber is in construction. Sefro is again a refractories and ceramics. Chryso and Rockwool is in insulations. So today we are going to talk about the business which is the glass, which is majorly known for us. So the main purpose of our existence in the world is we want to make a world better home. That's our purpose for the Saint-Gobain. So if I'm coming to the vision, so basically what we want to build up is we want to make a world leader in the light and sustainable construction, improving the daily life through high performance solutions. So coming to the topic, basically we have 3 locations in India. One is in Chennai, Jagadia is in Gujarat, and Bhiwadi we have. So we have totally 6 float lines in India itself, and we have implemented this circular economy in all the 3 site locations. So just many people aware of this. I'm not going to spend much. In the circular economy part, we have been working on reuse, remake in the other businesses, and majorly we have been using recycling is across all the businesses. So in recycle, for the glass business, the cullet is nothing but broken glasses, which comes from the end application, processing, and kind of things. So to have an idea, if I look at this, you can see the basic raw materials. You can see the sand, soda ash, limestone, and dolomite. It's are the virgin raw materials if you want to make a glass. If you make it in a furnace where you will generate of CO2, and you can generate around 400 to 500 kg of carbon dioxides if you want to make 1 ton of molten glass. So if you look at Saint-Gobain across the globe, in a year it is making around 100 kilotons of carbon dioxides. So this is something we have to address. So we started this recycling process and decarbonization of the raw material. So we have a Saint-Gobain, we have a net zero carbon targets in 2050. So we have an intermediate target on sustainability. We were working on 4 different pillars. You can look at water, carbon dioxide, circular economy, and product stewardships. Our targets of circular economics, we are very specific on virgin raw material replacement by 30%. So purely if I want to do it in glass business on a manufacturing of float, the cullet is the scope, because the glass can be multiple time you can do a recycling, because it have a benefit of retaining its compositions. If you look at other in our heterogeneous like a ceramics or something, there is a challenges of contaminants come into the picture. The benefits of using 1 ton of cullet is basically we have 300 kg direct savings of carbon dioxides. We can save 30% of thermal energy, and we can avoid around 1.2 tons of virgin raw material. So coming to the cullet, we were been internal cullet which is get rejected in the plant. We have a pre-consumer cullets which is not contaminated, but it is in the next processing stage which get as a reject or excess pieces. Whereas the post-consumer is the one which is the end of life of this, where we get it from the renovations or new buildings or the broken bottle glasses also be part of this. So if you look at the life cycle of the cullet, so here if you look at, we have starting here, whatever the internal cullet which is cracked here in the plant, the processor like where we are having a functional enhancing things are happening there, we call as a pre-consumer cullet, which have a less risk associated with that. And we have a third part which is called as a construction demolition and end-of-life glasses, which fall under the post-consumer cullet, which we can use it as a recycling. Of coming to the automobiles, it's a good for India actually. So the government has launched a registered vehicle scrap facility. I can list down the states and how many operation centers are there and how it is still it is operating. Approval is there, the operations are not there. Around 83 centers are available in India where we want to do a vehicle scrapping. So the vehicle scrapping, you may think the metals are more, but still the glasses are there. Approximately to have an idea, we get somewhere around 30 kg per car if you take it. So it is also used for us, the process of making into the float glass. So the recycling. So the recycling is the major topic of the cullet utilization. Basically, we do a collection, we do a sorting, we do a transport of that to the factory, and we do the recycling. So if you look at the picture, how the Indian systems are organized, this is the current, the majority of the trends in India. It has been handpicked by the people. And what currently Saint-Gobain does in India is we collect there and we go understand the property of that. We do a study in our research center. We understand the quality of the glass. Then we give a clearance to the quality. Then we bring it to our plant. We do a cullet reprocessing process. Then we do have a batch sampling. Because it is a heterogeneous component, you don't know what's the sampling plan can be apt for it. Because it is unorganized sector in India. So we can get any type of contaminants into the cullet. So we have a batch process which ensure that the good cullet goes into the batches after even you have a recycling process. So initiatives, because as I told you, it's the sustainability. If I want to achieve, I have to go for a higher percentage of cullet to make it good. So, but we don't generate so much amount of glasses in a rejection as internal. So we have worked on some initiatives in India. So we were working on recullet. Recullet is nothing but in the process industries where we get the kind of glasses. Previously, they are not kept in organized. We have helped them to make it a storage. We work with that processor people, how to collect it. Even if you look at we have 228 processors with us who are already collaborating in the north, west, and south. And we are currently working on the east. So we will help them to make it as a providing a bins and host and layout modifications, everything will be supported by Saint-Gobain. And we call as a dare cullet. Dare cullet is nothing but the cullet which we get it from the traditionally from a small traders. But if you see there, the way of organized in India, it is like a bagging by individual people. But what Saint-Gobain has done is we have tried to make it as a group, and we try to make it in the small boxes which can be carried by us. On a sustainability front, we have been very focused. So, very focused. We were, instead of having a push system, we brought as a pull system into this, because the same vehicle which go in to deliver the glasses, it will collect the glass back and give it back to our factory itself. So that's why we ensure the sustainability front also when we are collecting the cullet. So this is a laminated cullet. So our R&D teams, currently we are working on it. We have a process. We can able to reprocess these automobile glasses. We are working on multiple technology to how to ensure the 100% consumption of the laminated glasses. And we are working with few the companies which are in the demolition. Already the post-consumer cullet, we have on a first order. We are able to consume this whole construction dismantling process. The major challenge, because it's external, we don't have any control. So what happens, you can see these type of contaminants associated with us. It affects you hugely in the manufacturing process. So you can see in Indian culture, you can see some pouches, like a gutka pouches. For the people, they have an aluminum, the small amount of aluminum will be there. But this aluminum causes a big defect into our products. We have a grinding wheel pieces, we have stones, we have metal pieces. You can look at the ceramics pieces also, which have a different thermal expansions compared to the soda lime glass. So we always have a challenge to overcome to sort this. So what will happen to this? If I have these kind of products, what are the defects I usually get? These are the products, defects which we get it, which can affect our quality of the glass. So what the Saint-Gobain Research Center we have come across, we have tried to identify sorting techniques which suits for the particular family of the contaminations, and we have done a benchmarking study to understand all the techniques which suitable for our operations. So these are some major techniques. You can see some videos are there. So we have been working on these kind of contaminations like a glass ceramics, colors, sortings, ceramics, organics we can do with an optical sorter. We have a paramagnetic separators which we can remove the stainless steel separator, stainless steel pieces. Sometimes people may think about the window glasses or the windshields are getting cracked after a certain lifetime. It's because of the NIS defect which present into that. This nickel will come from the source as a silicon from this stainless steel metal. So we have found this one, we have implemented in our plants, and we have an eddy current system which is for the non-ferrous. Basically the aluminum is majority is used in the construction of the structures. So to have an idea, so what we have done, so what we are targeting and what we are working on it, how we are progressing. If you look at the carbon, if you look at this CO2 reduction, from 2022 to 2023, we were saved around 25% of the savings. After that, we have moved to 2024 by 37%. The area also landfill we have saved, and the virgin raw material we have been saved here. So this is to have an idea. Currently, we are in 20% of this cullet, and we are trying to do as a 24% as a overall in 2030 to achieve it. Globally, we are targeting around 40%, but unfortunately in India, due to we are not having much of building demolition happening because we are in the infrastructure building. So that's the way we have a little bit lower target in India. So this is the low carbon glass, which the Saint-Gobain has launched in 2022 in September from UK. It consists of around 62% of recycled glass, and we have used an alternative raw fuels so that we can able to achieve the embedded carbon to be below around 42% it has been compared to the virgin glass. But there was the work has been done by our Indian team. We tried to went little bit ahead. We went into 70% of the cullet. We used some natural sodium carbonates and the wastage from the metal industries. We have an electrical boosting, and we are able to achieve a good yield, and where we are able to achieve 54% reductions. So this was one of the great achievements in India, Indian team basically. This is the brand. You can see at Oreo, it's basically, it's symbolized as the change in time and season. So it's started from the UK, but it has been enhanced from the Indian team. Now, at LCA also, we have a 50% of reduction in embedded carbons, and what else? It's going to be a game changer for the Saint-Gobain on the sustainability life cycles. So here, this bottle cullet, what is the opportunity? There's a bottle cullet, solar cullet, construction wastage. Most startups are working with us. We have been listening on solar cullets. We have been already working on it. The solar cullet, what we are estimating is probably around 2,000 tons from India. And we want some initiated, already many people talks about the policy making and everything. The cultural awareness are the things. Thank you for your time and the opportunity to us.